This is the Moshpit Backstage podcast for punk, metal and rock interviews and segments.
So we're joined by Dankenstein, local band from Croydon.
Yes, hello.
Now, guys, introduce yourselves, and what instruments do you play in the band?
Alright, I'm Matt. I play guitar and drums and do a bit of yelling here and there.
I'm Lank. I play vocals.
I'm Zach. I play the drums and a bit of guitar.
And I'm Taylor. I play bass predominantly and a bit of drums on a song.
Now, let's start off with that. So a bunch of you guys do the drums. How does that all work between you?
It's just sort of a thing that we wanted to do as a band, just to we thought it would be a bit of fun, just to practice other instruments, see if we could write a song on another instrument. A lot of us did already play other instruments before we'd formed, so thought we don't really see too many other bands just switching mid set. So thought give it a go. See, it was pretty fun.
That's really interesting because I'm actually interviewing a band. In the next hour, they switch between the guitar and drums. That's kind of fascinating.
Two in a row.
So anyway, I look forward to that. But how do you guys get formed? How do you guys get started?
At a gig.
How did the band form?
How did the band get started? Well, long story short, we all kind of got into skating, and we'd known each other beforehand, and we... just one day at Croydon Skate Park, Zach, Tay and I met up and we were just like, we should do some silly punk music. And then Matt rocked up and we were like, yeah. Then there was four of us and then one of our mates joined later, Joshy. So, yeah.
You can't be here tonight.
Yeah, no, we have a missing member tonight. Sadly can't be here.
He died in battle.
Yeah.
Work, baby.
No, that's really cool. So, you've got one song out at the moment. Let's keep it there for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about that song. It's named Skate Rat. Talk a little bit about how did it come about.
Well, Skate Rat actually came about was, just those hangs at Croydon Skate Park, just being a bit silly with the boys and, having a good time. And originally it was a completely different song and Taylor didn't like it. So we had to rewrite it, and then we liked what we heard, and so basically it's just about having fun while skating, and really like getting a part of that skating community in Croydon, which we love so much, and so we decided to write a silly thrash punk song about it, and have a sick breakdown.
That's really cool. Now, so you guys pump this out on Facebook. Exciting news, really surprising news. What have you guys got to announce?
So there's something that's been long awaited. It's just been long awaited for such an amount of time. How long has it been since we first said that we were going to do this?
So it was recorded 9 months ago, we're pretty sure, and we've been holding it on for 9 months, but we've been a band for 4 years.
So we finally done something, gone off our asses, and just released an EP. Well, almost released. I'm about to press the button sometime soon. So in the next few minutes, you'll be able to listen to quite a few more tracks that complete the demo. It's a nice little sampling of all our taste, everything we try and do with this band. Because we're not just a punk band. We try and vary it up. Try and put a few other things in there.
So we recorded the EP. The EP is called Welcome to Croydon. And we recorded the EP at Goat Sound Studios in Reservoir. And that was really cool because we got a great opportunity through an engineer called Lincoln Bias, and he's a part of Burning Coffin, and we played a gig with him with his band Stonegrave that he doesn't play in anymore, but he just thought we were sick, and he was like, hey, I've got this pretty cool opportunity if you guys want to come and record. And we said, oh yeah, and we got there, and it was really professional, and we were kind of out of our depth a bit, but he's a very patient man, and we loved it. We loved every second with him.
Yeah, he's dumb.
Yeah, he mixed, recorded, and engineered it all. So and we got to use Goat Sound Studios, which is an amazing amazing studio. I mean, like, we looked at the desk and we were just in awe. It was like, geez, none of us are going to earn what that is worth in our lifetime, the five of us all together. So it was awesome. It was a great opportunity.
That's really nice. So you've been around for 4 years. This was done 9 months ago. In between the beginning of the band, what was it like putting together these songs? How did they come about?
Do you want to say something, Taylor?
Yeah, no, I'll have a go. I'll have a turn. I don't know, we kind of, our approach to writing music always came from just getting to the studio and just jamming until we found something solid, sort of thing. Like, maybe we did have a few riffs written here and there to put in, sort of thing, but it didn't really vibe and happen until we were in the studio. So we kind of took it as somewhat of a slow process. We didn't want to rush things to the point where we're sort of releasing songs we don't feel are right for us. I mean, out of the, 8 to 10 songs we've got at the moment, not, like, they each sound different. Like, the closest 2 songs that sound the same are 2 really fast punk songs, being Welcome to Croydon and Banter as well. So they're probably the 2 closest songs. But, we just get into the studio and get together and just be silly, as you might say. And
we often, the main goal is we often try to just make it fun. If we're not having fun, then it's not really worth playing it over and over and over and over trying to get it right, because we're not going to have fun. So it's just a waste of time, really.
It's definitely fair enough. That's interesting. So you said you were sort of you felt like a little bit out of your depth in the studio. Talk a little bit about that experience.
Oh, it's just, we're local Croydon boys, 3136. And it was just, we come from one point in the band, one point in this whole timeline, I think only one of us had a job, and that bloke was delivering pizzas. So, we've come from a background of, just kind of being drop kicks and not having mental strength within ourselves, but we've, come such a long way since then. And I think that session at the studio really helped, because it was just we're not making music to make it, but it was such a, great experience just to be like, this is cool that we're actually doing this. That, at one point we were struggling to pay $50 a week for prac, but we wanted to prac no matter what, because we just wanted to have fun. And it was just like, wow, this is real now. It's just we're using a professional studio. It was just really cool.
That's really awesome. We might play one of the tracks. Actually, that's a good point. Is Skate Rat on the EP?
Yeah, it is.
You guys talking about the fact that it's four of you, 3 of you who play drums additional to. So how do you coordinate that when you go live? How does that all work?
It's very messy. But we try. It's part of the fun, because one of the things we do live is we like to sort of point out how funny or how silly the things we're doing are. So we try to make it a bit of a comedy without turning it into a stand-up routine. Just sort of poke fun at ourselves and just be like, yep, all right. We're just going to tell a story while we just shimmy around this stage and try and figure out where to go and make a lot of noise while we set up.
Generally, if we're not playing music, the crowd's laughing or something.
Yeah, we try to keep it entertaining at all times. We don't try to avoid that lull.
I'd also like to add that Taylor, our bass player, plays one song on drums, and it goes for under 2 minutes, but he will sit on the drum kit for about 6 minutes during a gig and just randomly start playing some beat.
So, okay, so the way that I play drums works that, we could play the song that I play drums on, Banter, we could play that song in the middle of the set, but I'm still going to take my time at the end of the song to do one of those big, stadium-style band outros, I'm just doing drum fills, smashing the cymbals, I'm having the best time, man.
Do you, knock over the drum kit when you're done?
I'm trying to get to that point where I can sort of, I think...
We should put you at the end of the set.
Once we each have our own kits, I think we'll probably do that.
Yeah, we can finally afford that.
Well, shit.
It's very annoying when Taylor does that, by the way, from a vocalist point of perspective, because we're just trying to get things rolling. And the crowd are like, what is this dude doing? But he's going for it, and I admire him for that.
It's in his own world.
Yeah. He's having fun.
That's one of the good things about having multiple drummers. You can go flat out, expend all your energy, and you got another drummer lined up for the next song.
You can have a quick rest.
Yeah, exactly. That's really cool. So, what are the plans do you have for the rest of the year? EP out today. Today.
Right now.
Right now, live on
Welcome to
radio.
Croydon.
Yeah, while the song played, we...
So what are you guys planning to do for the rest of the year?
Should I take this?
Yeah, feel free to take this one.
So we're playing a gig on... I know, big news. Playing a gig on Thursday, the 28th of June at the Tote. So that's going to be fun. We haven't played a gig. The last gig we actually played was at Suki Lounge in Belgrave in September last year, and we played with Clowns and Pagan, and that was really cool. We kind of, we just got on there like last minute, and that was awesome. But yeah, we haven't played a gig since then, so we're just really like committed to pracking, doing a lot more, like booking a lot more gigs. But at the end of the day, we just want to have fun. I think that's what we're looking for. I mean, we're all in our mid-20s and, you know, we've got our jobs and doing whatever, but, you know, we all love each other and love time with the boys, so... I'm getting very emotional.
I'm actually crying.
I'm actually crying. But yeah, just have fun, man. I mean, yeah, just... Like, we'd like to play more gigs, but... No, gigs are fun. We'll play as much gigs as we can. Yeah. And make new music. We've got some new stuff, and we really want to push the band into a heavier direction, and it sounds really cool, so really looking forward to that.
Yeah, you mentioned that you had about like 8 or 9 songs when you actually sort of were working on the EP. Like, how'd you go around picking which ones were going to go on there?
So it wasn't, we kind of do that process while we're songwriting. That's sort of the whole, if we're not having fun, we just ditch a song. So when we get to recording, we don't have to decide on whether we want to record any of these. Like, that was the 6 songs that we had at that time. We may have been half working on another one, I think, but that was nowhere near ready to be recorded. So we just had 6 songs. We just recorded the 6 songs we had.
Awesome. So yeah, like you mentioned you want to go in a heavier direction. What does that consist of?
Oh, well, Lank, I know Lank at the moment is really heavily into, what do you call him, Code Orange. Like, I reckon if we could emulate Code Orange, he'd probably be all about the band, like, you know. But sort of, like, nothing specific, just, like, taking what we would consider heavy, because we've all got our own sort of interpretations of heavy. So, basically taking a bit of, you know, we want to try a bit, sort of, maybe a bit of Chaos, like a bit of Dillinger Escape Plan, and then mix it with a bit of, like, I don't know, who else would we mix it with?
Something really chuggy, like some Pantera or something.
Damn right.
Sugar, man.
We're just play Meshuggah. Meshuggah cover
Try and
band.
challenge ourselves, something really difficult, and then give up on that because we're not having fun.
Not being very good at it, which makes us a bit upset more so, but...
And then we write a song about that.
Yep, which turns out pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we need to be sad. Maybe we don't have to be, but it's alright. That's fine.
So Matt and Tay can move really well on stage.
Like ballroom dance kind of move.
Like ballroom dance. No. They can, it's good to watch. I enjoy it. So we really want to just like make like, you know, that chaos thrash kind of stuff. So the music fits the movements. Like I move on stage, but not in time or beat with the music. It's kind of weird. So I need these boys to help me out a bit. And yeah, just get really chaotic, thrash around, and yeah, again, man, just have fun.
That's cool. Last question, unless Ellen, you have any more?
Well, I mean, like, I was just wondering, where did you create your name, Dankenstein? I mean, I saw Dankenstein, and I was like, I love this name. I'm sold already, just on the name.
Well, there's a story that we probably can't tell on radio. There's a whole half to this that we can't tell. But it was pretty much a majority vote. I was the only one that was contended against.
Did you have any alternatives that you're interested in?
There was an alternative.
Not mention that.
Yeah, mention that.
Fair enough.
But so basically, Dankenstein is a zombie that is also a Rasta that can skate like a machine. So that's where it came from. And yeah, and then we made a song called Dankenstein, and that's what it's about.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Last question. Any local bands that you've been digging recently?
Cool.
Like local, like maybe they existed 30 years ago, but they were from Melbourne.
By all means.
Like, you know, like I want to say Australian Crawl and the Skyhook, and they're the two boys.
I think I'm going to give some props to Headlopper. I think they deserve more props.
I love Headlopper, man.
Brilliant band.
And props to Stone to Death too.
Yeah, I was going to
because
say.
you know Croydon punks got to stay together. So
Damn right.
yeah, we love Stone to Death.
Goes with Super Suplex.
They kill it, man.
Yeah.
Nice bunch of boys.
Oh, cool. All right, before we go, anything else you'd like to leave the audience with?
Yeah, boys.
Keep going. Like, have you got something, like?
Oh, just have a really nice Thursday night.
Yeah.
Hope you tuck yourself in because it's nice and cold.
Maybe have a cup of tea, like with your knees up in bed, kind of thing, with your phone screen. Watch a YouTube video, whatever you might like. Something that'll send you off to bed really comfortably.
Have like 3-4 pillows.
A
Maybe
Bonox.
5 if you're feeling a bit like adventurous.
Yeah.
One of those $20 heaters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Something that just sprays heat at you.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, just have a good sleep.
Awesome. So the EP, Welcome to Croydon, is out now. Guys, Dankenstein, Matt, Zach, Blank, and Taylor, thank you so much for joining us. We really love you having you in the studio.
So, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, dudes.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Thanks for listening to the Moshpit Backstage podcast. You can subscribe to us on iTunes and Omni. To find out more about the show, go to www.syn.org.au/moshpit. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/moshpitonsin and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at moshpitsin. The regular Moshpit radio show broadcasts punk, rock and metal tunes and interviews every Thursday nights on Sin 9.7 on FM and digital radios. Listeners outside of Melbourne, Australia can stream Sin 9.7 online at www.syn.org.au. Thanks to Vintage Ruin for the music.
Hi, this is Tommaso from Flashgun Apocalypse.
Hi, I'm Enid from Girls School.
I am Phoebe Pinnock from Heavenly Axe.
Hey, this is Gary Holmley of the Misfits.
Hey, this is Kat Sproul from Horizon's Edge, and you're listening to the Moshpit on Sin FM.
Hi, this is Einar from Leopard.
Hi, I'm Virginia Lilly from the band Lily.
This is Raul from 1349.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ali from Zebrahead.
Hey, everybody, this is Charlie Benante with Anthrax, and you are listening to the Moshpit on Sin.